The WarLord Predator was featured in the animated movie Predator, Killer of Killers. What is his rank within the Yautja hierarchy? Some fans are calling him the Predator King, but I'll call him by the name in the credits, WarLord Predator. The story includes 3 humans that defeated predators during their own time periods: Ursa the Viking, Kenji the Ninja, and Taurus a pilot. They were then captured and placed inside stasis pods, so they would be preserved and brought to the Predator home world. These 3 humans would fight each other to the end, until there was only one survivor, and that one would fight against the WarLord Predator in the final battle. In the beginning, the humans fought each other, but after a while, they banded together to fight against the enemy. The WarLord has a cape made of bones and the ribs of a creature on its back. One source has said these bones could be predator or another species, but it also wears the mask of a predator. Since the mask is from the skull of a previous predator, this could have belonged to the leader before him. One theory about this is that he beat the previous WarLord in combat and then took that rank and position as his own. You can see that the mandibles on that skull are bigger than his own, so whoever this belonged to was a bigger predator than him. Or maybe it could have belonged to a king that passed away from natural causes, and later on he just took that position. But hunters would normally display the trophies of their victims that they defeated, so it's most likely he beat someone and now wears that skull. He's got smaller tails wrapping over his shoulders that lean onto his chest, with massive horns wrapped around his arms and bones tied to his forearms. The skull mask also has these spiky parts on the side with large mandibles. This most likely belonged to a strong and large predator. This place looks like an arena. There's no clue if the skull of this creature was defeated by predators, or if it was already dead then moved here, or if the arena was just built around its current location. Either way, whatever this thing is, it was massive. It looks like the WarLord does not wear armor like the other Preds, instead choosing to wear bones, even for combat. When Torres steals a vehicle and goes straight towards the WarLord, you can see this Pred is not intimidated by them, but also no other soldiers would come to help the WarLord. He was seen to wield a giant axe made from the spine and bone of a creature. While other predators seem to wear a bone mask, they do have actual armor plating on the body. The WarLord would throw his bone axe, which stops the vehicle that Torres used. Even his wrist blades on the right arm might be made of bone. Also, his dreadlocks don't have those traditional bands in them. You know, the ones the other Preds have. Because he wears a skull mask, his mouth is exposed, and since the bone cape covers his back, the front part of his body is also a good spot for damage. Another thing I noticed is the sheer amount of bones on his body. These bones add extra weight. You would assume this makes him slower, but he's still able to move very quickly. As we see right here, he chooses to use his arm to sweep Kenji off the floor, then juggles him with an elbow attack. Even though Ursa and Kenji are fighting against the WarLord, no soldiers come to help him. This might be a sign of respect and honor, because this battle belongs to the WarLord. Like I said, having all that bone on your back does leave the front area exposed. Ursa would even use her shield to smash the bone mask of the WarLord, but the bone mask does not break, he just spits out blood. Ursa would try the same technique she used on the other Pred, jumping on the shoulders and smashing her shield into the back of their head or neck. And Kenji would ram his sword into the WarLord's upper chest. 2 humans did enough damage to make the WarLord drop to his knees. He looks at his hand. It must have been a long time since he's seen his own blood. He rushes them full speed and just knocks them over, dropping their weapons. His pure strength is enough to hold the humans down. They cannot get up. He's too strong. They did come close to beating him, but he overpowered them. Torres would control the Pred ship and use the thrusters to push the WarLord back. This gets him off Kenji and Ursa. The WarLord would then find a spear somewhere, I don't know where it was, but he just gets one and throws it at Kenji and cuts his arm off. Only now do other Yautja show up to help the WarLord. I guess because once the ship was active, it was no longer a fight about skill or honor. The ship that belongs to the WarLord even has bones on top. Some fans have said it resembles an image of a facehugger. Or this could just be another large species, but what do you think? Because his name is WarLord Predator, this could mean he's the leader of the military for the Yautja, since he commands a huge army. It's hard to say if he is the supreme king of the planet. There's also a theory that he could just be the leader of one tribe on this planet. This is one character I want to learn more about. Who did he defeat to acquire that skull mask? What creatures did he hunt for the bone cape and ribs? I'm really hoping they expand on this awesome character in the future. So that's it for this video. Leave a like rating on it and tell me in the comments which Pred was your favorite in the movie. I'll see you later.